it was gone. I told him, Michael, you're going to be part of it. We're going to do this. Great idea, really good idea. So never ever he got a chance in Hollywood to be part of a movie, to be part, to direct something. The same thing when he worked in Vegas on all this attraction like the fountains and all these things. Nobody knew it really. They knew that Michael did it, but the crowd didn't know it. So that's why he was so excited when he was first time with me in Canada, and he was in this company. He saw what the young people doing, how they work on these computers, and he was so excited about this, what you can do with this animation stuff. He had a lot of ideas. So he got this company and he worked on Pinocchio. That was his life. That was his direction he wants to go. Because now he had his own company and nobody can steal it anymore. It was Michael Jackson. That's what he wanted at the end of the day.
You mentioned something about the happiest day of his life when you were referring to this. I mean, he was saying that he was the most happiest person when that happened. Describe to us the events, what transpired, what was so important about that contract.
The main point on this was that he, many years, also when he was very active as a singer, as an artist, he still worked behind the scene and gave ideas to all these big companies, to Sony, to Disneyland, to Disney, to Steven Spielberg, to all these people. And he never got anything out of it. He didn't want to be part of it. And they never allowed really that he is the one that he created and that he was mentioned in this point. So when we did get it done outside of Hollywood.
How did you get it done outside of Hollywood?
In Hollywood we had no chance. Over years. So we was flying to a company in Canada. We went to Montreal, a company called Cine Group. This is the third biggest animation company, and they had really good ideas. So they worked on a movie, Pinocchio 3000, in this time. So when Michael came there, he was sitting with all these young people together and watched on the computer what they're doing. And he started to get ideas. He came to me once and told me, Dieter, you know what? When this Pinocchio is putting up his mask, the boy looks ugly. We have to change this. I was laughing because, he didn't like this face. And he said, we have to change it. He looks better with a mask, so we have to change this. And the people was listening to him. The people came and were saying, you know what? You're right. We have to do this. They came to the ranch. So then he gave the people
the people from Canada.
From Canada. The whole crew who was the creative directors and all these things. So they were sitting with Michael in the library. And Michael started to say, after a week or two, they was already on the ranch. He was saying there, you have to think about it. This boy is sitting there, putting up the mask, and one tear drops in the water, and you see all these rings in the water getting bigger and bigger. So he had everything in his brain already, how they should be and what you should see. They didn't have this. So, and they know exactly, we need Michael. They gave him 51% from the company. They built a new company.
From the Canadian company.
Canadian company. The company is 20 years old and had 600 employees. So they created a new company, and Michael had 51% and 49% at the company. And there was I think I never afterwards and never before saw him that happy.
But digress, explain this. So what happened? You go to Canada and you get the contract done.
Yes, we signed the contract on the Neverland Ranch.
And where
I have the original here.
Well, let me explain. You brought the contract and you got it?
First of all, we went there, we watched the whole company, they showed him everything, then they came back and realized how excited Michael was and how good it is if Michael is in the company. So we were sitting together more than a week on the Neverland Ranch. We did put this contract together, and when we agreed to all the details in the contract, Michael and the company signed this contract. Michael called somebody, brought a tree, and we put this tree on the lake. We were sitting and worked with 5-6 people on the contract over days, and then everything was done and everybody agreed to it. And I took the contract and went out and was so happy to show it to Michael, because I knew he is really happy about this. And I saw him on one of these quads running over the ranch.
What is a quad?
Quad bike. There's like a motorcycle with 4 wheels. He was running around on the ranch, and so I waved him and waved, and he came. And I told him, Michael, we have the contract. I think you can come in and let's celebrate and let's sign the contract. So he was not done running around. There was a lot of people and was driving behind him. He opened his vizier and took my pin out of my pocket, and it was red. And he signed all over the contract. Now the contract just disappeared. The contract, and I was so excited to go out and show it to him. And I was thinking we need to make a big celebration, because there was his biggest dream to get this done. And I went out, and Michael was driving around, and I waved with the contract, and I told him, come over, you have to sign the contract now, go in. So he came, opened his helm, and watched the contract shortly, and took my pin out of the thing. And I was saying, but what are you doing? And he put it on the thing, and then he signed in red over the whole thing, over the whole contract. And then he signed it big in red. And all the people who was in there and was witnesses for this contract. So now he was the one. He got the first contract for his own movie company. I think I never saw him that excited about a deal, because everything he wants, he got. But this was something he wants to have for years. It was his dream. This would be the second part of his life. That's why he was so excited. Yeah. Now,
so he signed it and he got off the bike? What happened?
He signed it and he put up his mask again and he was gone. I just couldn't believe. Yeah. And half an hour later, when he was done playing around, he came in. And then he was ready for a big celebration. He told somebody to buy a tree. They came with a tree to the ranch. And we put this tree next to the lake on the house. He was thinking, the tree is big and old, and he's gonna have the biggest company, animation company in the United States and worldwide. He did want to make movies, animated videos, even music videos for big artists, that they come to him and he could really create something like this, and then he could put his name on. So he made it years and years for other people, but this was his own company. That's why I never afterwards or before saw him that happy to get this done and really could fulfill his dream.
So you felt the happiness within him when he was celebrating?
Yes. I think there was this nanny over there, Grace, and afterwards she came to me and told me also she never saw him that happy, and Michael told her this is one of the beautiful days in his life, to get his own movie company.